I'm mad today and I'm just finna push it on the floor. There's difference in that. And I think y'all should understand that. If somebody is saying something about you or somebody lying on you or whatever, I don't know. I know Mad Day was saying she was defending herself. If I have to defend myself, because my relationship on the back end, it's not receipts until it has to be receipts. Like, you understand? So at the end of the day, if you lying on me and you saying you didn't say this, if you saying you didn't say this, you just saying you didn't say that, and I have to defend myself, then I'm gonna pull them receipts. However, I'm not exposing no back end conversations just because I'm mad at you, just because I'm pissed at you, or just because now it's time for me to put it on. Because if I actually had a friendship with you, it's no reason for me to do that. That like, I'm mad at you now, I'm finna expose everything. Unless you lying on me, or you saying something didn't happen when it did happen, then that's different. But I'm just not finna wake up, oh, you don't want to talk to me no more, you block me. I'm finna just spill all the tea on the people you've been talking about. Especially, I've been talking about it too. I've been talking about you too. And I didn't tell you was wrong when I was talking about it with you. So why the fuck I feel like it's wrong now? I'm just as much as a motherfucking fucked up person too. If I'm sitting here talking about people to you on the back end with you, and even if they was your friends and you was fucking with them, I would still tell you, hey, why you talking about your homegirl like that? Well, that ain't cool. I'ma tell you that shit. Cause if I feel some kind of way about it, why you telling it to me to exploit it, then why the fuck didn't I tell you how I felt when you were saying it to me? So I'm just as fucking fake.
So we all have a reason for why we do what we do.
No, it ain't just no spilling no tea just because I just want to exploit you. If I have to defend myself, that's different.
Of the
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Exposing is
no,
exposing
it's not.
Regardless of the circumstances.
No,
I
not.
never exposed nothing about Queen Jules. She called me a doxer, and I never exposed our back end conversation. When you're choosing to expose someone, you're choosing to do it. It doesn't matter the reason. You're choosing it. Because you don't have shit to prove.
You didn't have to expose your full back end conversation when she called you a doxer. All you had to show, if you did, was the email.
I didn't have to. I didn't expose
if
anything.
You did.
I didn't even address
but that's your, that,
I didn't expose anything. So that's my point. Anytime somebody wants to expose something, they're choosing to take that route. It doesn't.
Okay. So what I was attempting to say, as far as the situation, I'm mainly focused on the fact that MadKal, she got upset, she felt betrayed, she cried, and people are making it seem like she's wrong, she has crocodile tears. She's not crying about the information that was put out, she's simply just crying about the betrayal. She trusted her, she betrayed her. That's literally, so I'm trying to get y'all to look beyond the surface and look at the deeper level of all of this that happened. That's why I'm glad we're hearing their perspective on it. Because now there's a situation where they're saying, well, hold up. Wasn't it just last week that y'all was clowning somebody else who was in a similar situation? Y'all laughed at her, but now we having sympathy. So sympathy for one, none for the other. That's what I need y'all to listen into. We're sitting here making MadKal feel like she's wrong for having emotions of betrayal. Nobody's denying that she did and said the slick shit she said about people. Nobody's denying that. But if I talk to Tea Time in private, I'm confiding in her in private, I rub Tea Time wrong, and all of a sudden everything I confided in her gets put out there, I'm not crying because of what I said privately. I'm simply just crying because I can't believe you betrayed me. We got it now? We here. Okay.
I done fucked up, everybody mad, and I didn't want this and I didn't want this, but I don't feel like it's not, I didn't want this. Like, you
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm trying to slow it down, but I'm trying to be calm. How the fuck does No Funk's Gonna keep getting back in here? Block that stupid hoe. I didn't even see your comment, but I just see you just did a big ass paragraph. Get out of here. How you keep coming to my page and you don't like me, stupid? No, get out of here. I'm just you're gonna have to figure it out. Yeah, but I just don't like that. That was definitely some bullshit over there. Like, that was some bullshit. Like, all of that was some bullshit. And MadKal, don't keep getting up on this live crying. Don't keep getting up on these lives crying, MadKal, because I know you in here and you ain't been to the Kingdom Sister situation. You've been everywhere, but you in here somewhere. Don't keep getting up in these panels crying. It's at the end of the day, the same way AJ was just talking about it yesterday. There's nothing to do. There's no reason you need to get up here crying. If it's what it is, stay off for a second until you get yourself together. Don't keep getting up here crying. Go ahead, John.
I'm gonna trade.
Another thing, you know why the tears come? Because when we sit in these spaces and yeah, the tea be hot, the drama be hot, the mess be hot, it's always entertaining. She's the one with the recorder. It's always entertaining until the camcorder flips around on you now. I say to y'all all the time, it's always funny until it's you. It's a kiki, a cackle. It's always going to be that until it's your turn. So no, again, she has every right to cry because again, these are her emotions. When you watch other people get done wrong on this app, y'all sitting here talking to each other privately and y'all discussing how other people are being done wrong. Like, let's not ignore some of the messages. We're discussing how other people is getting betrayed and fucked over just for the same person. You're like, girl, I can't believe she said, or I can't believe he did that to such and such. Just for them to turn around and do the same shit, it hits different. I'm sorry. You do not anticipate that. You don't see that coming. Because they're literally, as T said, like, you're in a vulnerable state. You're thinking you can literally trust these people. Y'all exchanging things with each other where it's like, shit, well, I'm giving you my vulnerable moment. You giving me your vulnerable moment. When that happens, I'm telling you, if you've never been
Clock it, Bella.
it's like, it's so quick. It's fast. It's a hard hit. You don't see it coming. Just that fast. And now you like, now you got to come to and get out. Now you're just focused on, okay, listen, let me get myself together, whatever. But as you're processing everything that just happened to you, that hard hit you just took, those emotions are going to come. And until y'all been in that situation on this app alone, it's easy for you to tell her to suck it up. Don't cry, don't do this, do that. But for the ones who have been through this, have some compassion because you know how it felt when it was done to you. You know how it was felt when you were sitting here putting your business to somebody that you thought you could trust and they did you like that. So don't tell Mad that she wrong for crying. Because that's how she felt the need to express herself. Rather than doing the diabolical way and saying, oh, well, I'm going to do an eye for an eye. You did me like this. I'm going to do you. No. Some people reaction is just like, you know what? Tears fall down. Prayers go up. And those are the ones you really got to watch out for. Because it's like, whatever God going to do to you is far greater than what I can imagine. So don't ignore MadKal tears. Hold on. We have Braid in the audience. He says, girl, Bella, I don't want them using her tears against her like AJ did the day before. So respectfully, using tears against her, we know how this app operates. They're going to use when the smoke clears. If MadKal even breathe wrong around this motherfucker, they're going to be like, yeah, all that shit you talked about, they're going to always throw it up in her face. We know how it go. But we also can acknowledge that AJ herself admitted she has also done some crying on this app as well. And AJ's response is, oh, but when I was going through things, MadKal laughed at me. It ain't so funny now that it's her. For AJ, it's a full circle moment to her. How can I say AJ is wrong? You see how I could always see all sides. When it's nothing personal there, you can see everything for its entirety. The way AJ looking at it like, what do we have here? It ain't often that the vloggers get caught up in the mess. It's really not that often. So when we see it, they're going to be full-fledged into it. And don't let you have rubbed one of these creators the wrong way. Hence why AJ was like, I got something for you. Now, she stated that she was remorseful because had she not opened that door, everything else that transpired wouldn't have came out. She said she took accountability for that part. It's that it technically started with her. As far as the public go, it started with AJ. Only because, yes, the screenshots, whatever was circulated to other creators, everybody else said, no, nah, leave it alone. AJ took the route of, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead, sub only, and put all this shit out there. But I'm just not going to put the major event out there. But I am going to monetize and talk about some shit that I felt like needs to be talked about because she was shaded to me. So here's my gotcha moment. She didn't feel too good about it. She had a change of heart. Next day, said, you know what? I shouldn't have done it. I was wrong. Now, from that moment up until whatever that made AJ say, you know what? Fuck it. What happened to you? It is what it is. Fuck you. I couldn't tell you that part. That part is still blurred. Just like when Boss apologized to Empress, and the next thing you know, she was on her live motherfucking going in on her. Tea time. Can you tell me where?
Well, what happened was it wasn't nothing MadKal did. It was when she got whether y'all would call it clocked by Braid. So when Braid said something, then she defended herself with motherfuckers laugh at me, so I didn't get no fuck. But I'm saying I apologize now. But when Braid had called her out for crying, that's when she doubled back on what she did.
Clarity. HB, and I could be wrong, I don't know. There's be a lot going on once again. Didn't the messages come out on your live first? You just was selling the name of who it was for? Am I wrong? Did I hear that wrong? Am I assuming or making this up? I don't know. I get lost sometimes. HB, didn't you? HB, did you and Braid start with the messages first? Y'all just left out who name
AJ,
was?
I think HB was streaming.
Or HB was streaming?
She was streaming AJ, I believe.
Came out on AJ's screen. AJ,
Say what now?
AJ is the one that brought the messages out.
Yeah, I guess I thought AJ held the sub only.
Oh, I wasn't sure because I was in HB live and I was kind of going back and forth, but I thought it was in HB's live. I wasn't sure, so that's why I need to.
He had permission to stream,
Yep.
but this all kicked off in AJ's live.
Yeah.
Permission to stream HB. Stream that shit he wants.
It's,
She don't even fuck with AJ.
I mean, HB don't fucking need people permission. Clearly, she don't care about nobody's permission.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody was paid. Somebody paid somebody to stream.
That was Empress. You talking about Empress.
You sure?
HB ain't paid nobody to stream.
No, y'all see how we can get, because they don't mess with each other. So y'all see
Maybe the lines is very. Oh, Junior Bone. Junior Bone.
Junior Bone paid Empress to stream.
Okay, I got that shit off of my man.
HB said about a week or two before this came out, it might have been a week before, that she had a discussion with Braid King and that a whole lot of stuff was gonna
come out.
That was brewing on the back end. Right.
Yes.
So for the
But she didn't know exactly what it was, but Braid told you.
We're not disregarding that because they said it tied with the Y when they linked up in Virginia. They were dropping hints that there was about to be a mad day. However, everybody whose hands the information laid in, they all said, I'm not doing it, up until it landed in AJ's hand. And that's when everything was like, oh, here's my opportunity. A lot of people feel like that was her opportunity to get
I guarantee you had it got in HB hands and HB can correct me. HB would have put that whole thing on
HB already had it.
No, I don't think so.
She
No, she
already
didn't.
knew it.
She knew it, but she
Already
didn't have
knew
the
it.
receipt.
I wish she wasn't busy right now. I
She
could
didn't
have
have. She
sworn.
said it. She said she didn't have the receipts because she ended up getting the receipts. But I think boss sent her the receipts, but she didn't have them first because she said if she would have had them, she would have put that shit on the floor. She didn't have it.
Was going to be my next point. It's not too many who would not have passed up the opportunity to expose people. I mean,
She would have passed that up, seeing that there was EV involved. Many people would have passed that up.
Passed it up. Brady passed it up. Everybody
DV
else.
brought out. That didn't have to come out at all.
But it did though. You see, AJ left this DV out, but she insinuated there was more, and then it was a lot of stuff that happened where MadKal had to. That's what I'm saying. It was insinuated that there was more. Then Boss started saying that there was more. So again, people didn't want to touch it at all because it would have came out eventually, all of it. Rizzy was
Said it was going to be coming out the next day.
But
They was
so,
going to
like Trina
discuss
said,
everything the next day.
and so, like Trina said, why is there a
How much for
problem?
Bray to come back?
Oh, it's going to be $150 because they paid $75.
Okay.
Yeah, why is it a problem for them to? Why is it okay for some people, just like Trina said, DV to come out? They can be exposed for their DV. Their DV used.
Brenda brought her DV to. If I'm not mistaken, Brenda told people about what she was dealing with.
People can be attacked using their DV.
I still don't think it's okay to do it, but Brenda brought it to the.
I don't think
It's one thing to tell your own shit and another thing for somebody to put it out there for you.
It doesn't matter who's going to put it out. They're still going to use it as a dig. When the argument
still not
starts
cool.
and the dragging each other starts, they're going to use it as a dig. I don't care if you said it, somebody else said it. They're still going to use it against you.
Yeah, they will. But that's why.
And that Brenda I got it. So yeah,
And that's why it's important. Well, I tell people, like, if you're gonna put that shit out there, if you're gonna put your business out there like that, you have to understand that everybody is not going to be empathetic. Everybody's not going to be compassionate. Everybody's not going to give a fuck. You have to be aware of that before you bring that to a platform. A lot of people bring that stuff to a platform because they want to help people. They want people to know what they've been through, but they're not truly through it or over it. And people will use that as a dig. That's why I tell people, do not bring that shit out. However, MadKal did not bring it out voluntarily. That's the difference. It's a difference when you bring it out yourself and it backfires on you, and a difference when somebody else brings it out for you. If you heal from it or you've been through it, what?
Because I literally, you're spot on with learning to keep things to yourself. When I was abused as a child and I had my fingers broken, did that stop people from going in talking about me having big hands?
No,
knowing what happened?
I ain't even hear that.
So you learn.
Right.
Keep your own issues to yourself because they don't give a damn. They're going to weaponize and use it to hurt you.
And I would say it's nothing wrong with bringing an awareness. I have no problem with bringing anything that I've been through as an awareness. But I also know that when I bring it as an awareness, there are going to be some people that's going to take it and use it. And as long as I'm aware of that, I just deal with what comes with it. And I just weigh out the odds. Okay, I feel like bringing an awareness is more important than the motherfuckers that don't want to get it and use it as a dig. But I have to be aware that that's something that's going to come with the territory of telling something that was.
They do not give a damn.
Bella, you said that people should know better than to tell people their business. I don't think that's the problem. Why are people so willing to tell strangers on this app their business? People that they meet on this app. The way that y'all fall out about back-end conversations, and this is not the first, this is not the second, it's not going to be the last. They talk about people, all type of personal information about people that they gather for back-end conversations about people.
I would love to answer that question, Drop. What it is today is not what it was 2-3 years ago. When people were talking to each other, confiding in one another, there was a fellowship, there was a sisterhood, there was better relationships back then. So when time moved on and more diabolical shit happened and the respect started to leave and the morals started to leave and the integrity started to leave, that's when it was like, oh, now you know, keep your shit to yourself. But if you're like other people who've been here for years and already told your stories, the audience who was around then and still around now, that's how shit get passed around, because the back end, it doesn't stop. It's just new players involved. So yeah, that
I've
story
been here
was
2
told years
years
ago, and
though.
then stop it.
I've been here
I'm
2 years.
sorry.
I said I've been here 2 years. For the last 2 years, it's been the same toxic relationships, and it just seems like people like toxic relationships. That's why they keep getting at it, get into it with people, and then they go back being friends and start having those same back end conversations. This shit is repetitive. I've been here 2 years, and I'll continue to see the same behavior. Something that they enjoy trauma. They're addicted to trauma. Because this is crazy. At this point, nobody should feel comfortable with telling anybody their personal information on the back end.
Well, let's just call it what it is. This is not just a social media thing. This shit happens in real life too. You just don't see it because it's not happening in your immediate circle. Motherfuckers been doing this before TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, anything ever came about. Motherfuckers gossip about people's business all the fucking time.
Didn't I
So
tell y'all about
this is
Bobby
not just
Womack?
on social
Hell yeah,
media.
this is gold. Yes, I told y'all the story about Bobby Womack. Had a best friend that turned around and was sleeping with his wife. When he passed away, married the wife, then that wasn't good enough. Ended up getting with the daughter. Like, yes, this been going on for decades. Very true.
Even look at snaps. Most of them women got caught. Why? Because they confided in somebody and somebody snitched on them when they got mad at them and told that they had unalived somebody. Come on, like this is not just goddamn TikTok. This been happening.
But it's a bigger. But if it happens in your real life, who are they going to tell? They're going to tell maybe their immediate friends. This is telling 2,000 strangers who you don't know on social media apps. So for me, it's something more diabolical than my friend going to tell another friend that I said I don't like her dress versus 2,000 people knowing the most intimate parts of my relationship. Social media
to you, but when family secrets get exposed. When family secrets get exposed, it fucks up the family. So it's not more 2,000
I need
strangers.
some real friends in real life.
2,000 strangers finding out something about me versus a family secret getting exposed is not the fucking same thing. A big ass family secret get exposed and it breaks up the whole family versus 2,000 people that find out something about me, oh well, and keep it moving.
And
that is not that is more detrimental when a family something in the family get exposed. Motherfucker find out your daddy ain't really your daddy, your sister really your mama, and shit like that. Because as we've seen happen, that shit is far more detrimental than 2,000 motherfucking strangers finding out your fucking tea.
And y'all been, well, that's your opinion, because for me, y'all been talking about this for weeks. Y'all gonna talk about it for weeks. It's gonna be used as a dig. It's embarrassing, it's demeaning, degrading in front of 2,000 people versus a little fallout between me and my sister. I'm sorry, this shit is crazy to me. That y'all okay with some strangers.
I know when I told my business, it's because I thought
for these people attention and acceptance, create some real friends and real relationships outside of TikTok. That's the problem.
when I told my business, I was telling it to help other people. As a DV survivor, I thought me telling my story would help somebody. But then that's when I first came on the app. Now that I know now, I would never have done that. But in the beginning, I just thought I was helping people, and it backfired on me.
Don't let that, if you heal from that situation, Butter, don't let what people say about your situation stop you from helping other women. And that's what we got to stop doing. Stop allowing negative people to make you, to silence you. Don't do that. Use what use what you got. If you heal, only if you heal from it, right? Don't allow negative things to silence you, because you could be saving somebody's life.
What I was telling Drop was, it's not just the negative things. Even when Drop said that, her daughter won another competition or whatever, even just those little things are telling your business on this app, and multiple people use that against you. So it's not just the negative things, it's even the good things. So Drop, yes, love, you do engage just like everybody else in telling your personal business. So, I think everybody do that.
People build friendships in real life and they friends deceive them. This is not just a TikTok thing. I wish people would stop saying that. You see it on TikTok more. But it happens.
That is not from my own experience, it's not just a TikTok thing.
It really
the bottom line is you do not expect the people that you trust and confide in to come online. I think, like you said, dealing with it with your family, friends, off the internet, I got to deal with you in real life. But when you're on the internet, once I turn this motherfucking internet off, and I say this to my supporters respectfully, y'all don't exist. When I hit that power button, it's like I never knew you. You leave. Now imagine that demeanor in my real life though. Now, me personally, you do me like that in real life. Same way I could turn this power button off and like I never knew you, I'm the same way in my real life. You don't exist. You're a thing of the past. Everybody ain't built like that though. No. We don't know how MadKal is going to handle the betrayal. We don't know how she's going to move forward. It's only been a week.
And I don't even think it's a betrayal, Bella. I don't think it's a betrayal. Somebody, I'm not done. This situation is very sensitive. It's very fresh to me. And somebody telling my shit before I could tell my own shit. Somebody putting my stuff out there before. And it's not even so much the betrayal. It's more so, damn, like you put this out there before I, I can't even tell my, it's a difference. Yeah, betrayal is one thing, but I don't think she even give a fuck about the lady. The lady talk shit. The lady talk shit. They talk shit to each other. You gotta expect a motherfucker to be who they are. I'm gonna tell you like this. If a motherfucker talking shit to other people about talking behind your other people back, trust and believe they talking behind yours. You have to know people are who the fuck they are. So that woman is who she is. It's not betrayal when a motherfucker is who they are. She's who she is.
Yeah, no, I still see it as betrayal tea time because again, respectfully, unless I'm, not all the way there, I'm not confiding. I'm not going to confide and talk with you on a personal level if I think you're going to go back and talk about what I confided in you with. Because once you do that, that is an act of betrayal. If I wanted everybody to know what I wanted to talk about, I'm going to hit that live button and have a segment of, let me tell you how I really feel, HB style. But if that's not what I did and I'm talking to you privately, if I am talking to Blaze privately, whatever our conversation is privately, I do have an expectation. I expect it to stay there because I built a rapport with him. There's a level of trust with him. And the trust goes both ways. I'm not going to talk about our private conversation. He's not going to do it to me. The moment it happens, that's where the betrayal is. It's simple. MadKal got betrayed. She wouldn't have done it if she knew that lady was going to tell it. I promise you. Nobody do it when they think somebody's going to tell. They don't. I've never seen it.
I agree with that. Well, I'll tell you what a friend told me. Once you give it to somebody, just know they can do whatever it is that they want to do with it. It's not. It's the fucked up part about it. Once I tell you something in private, Bella, you actually have the right to do whatever you want to do with it. Now, what you do with it, that speaks to who you are, right? But that's the part. You don't want nobody.
Something don't mean you should.
That's why I said what you do with it. This is what a friend told me, and it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot because people once you speak it out your mouth and you tell it to somebody else, they gonna take whatever, they gonna use it for whatever they want to do it when they want to use it for. Sometimes if it's really something you never want nobody to know, don't never tell. If you never want nobody to know it, don't never tell nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow.
No. You're right. But and this is why companies have NDAs now. That's why they have, because if I can't trust you, if I feel like I can't trust you, go ahead and sign that dotted line so you have no choice but to shut the fuck.
And Bella, you know what? An NDA is T's point. Nobody is obligated to do nothing, keep nothing to themselves, not speak on nothing. It's just, They're just not. That's why NDAs exist. The point she just made.
Well, with that being said, if I need to have an NDA for us to even have some type of rapport, I don't want no interaction with you. We're going to keep it right here where everybody can see it. It can't be manipulated, nothing. Because behind the scenes, you can say, do whatever, and it's your word against mine. Nope. Don't even put myself in that predicament.
Real quick, Callie just woke up. Do you need her at all for any questions or no? She's good.
I mean, the main question that yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah. I would really
justifying that y'all telling somebody else's business. I'm just saying it's like a protection, like protection for yourself. And it's sad that we can't confide in nobody. I still confide in people. You know what I'm saying? If you tell it, that's on you. That's on you. If you tell it, that's who you are. That's just it. But it's a hard pill we gotta swallow, y'all.
So tea time. Imagine people putting your business out there and then convincing the person who put your business out there that they're solid because they didn't tell everything. They didn't share everything. They're really solid, but they put your information out. How that work?
Yeah, listen. My friends in real life, I ain't never had to deal with that. But I dealt with it on this app. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with it on this app. I got solid friends in real life, but I dealt with it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely dealt with it here.
Yeah, I just be a little curious.
Hey, so I
was wrong. Chef did that with me. I didn't tell none of that woman business. You might want to back up.
So hold on. So we have Dior in the audience, and she tagged Frankie and said, "You are the most loyal person on this app to me." So it's funny that she made that statement because I was just having this conversation with Frankie yesterday. Frankie, did I not say that I find it interesting that they feel like you're loyal as if it's not reciprocated within this friendship? Did I not express that yesterday?
But you did express that.
So understand something. The same way y'all see Frankie is the exact same way I am as a person. But for some strange reason, y'all only equate the loyalty one-sided. I have not once slighted Frankie in any way, shape, or form. But yet, Frankie gets credited like she's... I don't understand y'all. When y'all say that, it's a slight to me. Oh, she's the most loyal. So what am I, chopped liver? Because when I've been put in multiple situations where I was defamed, disrespected, I didn't do nowhere near the shit that I could have done. I remained quiet. I sucked up what happened and I moved on. But for some strange reason, nobody sees that. Nobody understands that. It's just like, oh nah. Got you. So yeah. Y'all will make people feel like the ones who do